Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you had a wonderful last couple of weeks, hopefully getting out and enjoying the sunshine. I know it's been a really crazy time with this pandemic happening. Hopefully you guys are really washing your hands, keeping some distance from people, and just trying to be really, really clean so that hopefully we can stop this pandemic sooner rather than later. I know this is strange. This is kind of hopefully a once in a lifetime thing. Certainly, nothing like this has ever happened in my life. And it's going to be a little funky with school, as we're not going to school at least until May 1st. So this video is to kind of give you an idea of what our class is going to look like for the next month at least. I think that you're gonna have to be a little patient. I'm learning as we go, and you guys will be learning as we go, but I think we should be able to make this work. And it'll be good practice for those of you that decide to take some college courses in the future. You're definitely going to be doing a lot of this online stuff, and learning how to manage your time is really important. So, so anyway, here we go. The way this is going to work as we go forward is we have a Google Classroom page. You're looking at it right now. This is it. Many of you have already used Google Classroom, I'm sure, in other classes. For those of you that have not, this is your class code. So if you type in Google Classroom into just Google search, and it'll ask you if you want to join a class. It'll ask for a code. This is your code. I'll put it in this email as well. Punch that code in, and then you should have access to this web page. Shoot me an email if there's a problem with that, but it should be pretty straightforward. Once you get into Google Classroom, you have a couple of options along the top. Right now we're in the stream section. This is kind of like your home section. This is where it would be a good idea to write a general class question. If you have a question about when I'm available, or just anything general about the class, this is where you'd want to write this. Or something cool you learned about small engines that you want to share, this would be a great place to put it. And then as far as your assignments, you're going to click on classwork. Right now I've started a new unit called troubleshooting. That has to do with trying to figure out why an engine isn't running or isn't running properly. There's a couple of assignments in there right now. They are both going to be due next Monday. I'll adjust the due date. Next Monday they'll be due. One of them is just a video, and in that video there are questions embedded, so as you're watching the video it'll pause and it'll ask you a question which you'll have to answer. I can see your answers, so I would really appreciate if you guys are taking your time to answer things properly. But let's say I want to do that assignment. I would just click on that assignment, and then it gives me detailed instructions about what is expected. So I need to watch the video and answer the questions. Here's the video, and then all I gotta do is click on it. It'll pull me over there, and I can start working through it. The second assignment is a little research project. There's a rubric attached that shows your expectations. I can pull that up really quick. Here's your rubric. Spelling and grammar, what's in your content. It talks about what you need to turn in for your report. The actual assignment is here. It's called Troubleshoot Your Engine. And it's kind of just a research project to learn about various tests that you can perform when your engine isn't running correctly. So I laid out kind of what's expected in this assignment. It gives you your tasks. I did an example, and this is kind of what I'm looking for. So one test that I researched about, or something that I know about, is testing for spark to see if my spark plug is working. So I described the test. Notice I'm using really short, clear, concise steps. Remove the spark plug boot. Remove spark plug with the appropriate socket wrench, right? I'm listing out all the steps I would need to do. And then I've used some pictures. I put a picture in here. Anytime you can find an image that helps describe what you're talking about, that's going to be really helpful. We're going to talk about when you would want to use this test. So I'm using this test because my engine is not starting. So I'm wondering if it's not starting because there's no spark. And then I actually also included a video in my response. I encourage you guys to do that if you can find a video of somebody doing that test. Ideally, if we weren't meeting online, we would actually be doing these tests, and hopefully if we get back to school before the end of the year, we will do all of these tests. But if you can find a video of someone doing it online, that should help help it make a lot more sense. So here's a video. I also have a picture attached of an inline spark tester, which is one way you can check to see if there's spark. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you guys to research different tests you can do if your engine is failing to run or it's just not running properly in some way. It's going to be a bit of a research project. You're going to need to use Google. You might need to ask family, friends, and it's going to take a little while. But the goal is for you guys to research 7 to 10 different tests, not including the one I gave you, 7 to 10 different tests that you can perform if your engine isn't working properly. So you're going to do some research and you're going to explain how those tests work. And you're going to need to use images and videos if you can to help explain it. So you're just going to fill in a big table like this, and that's what you're going to turn in. All of your work you're going to turn in just right into your Google Classroom. So I'm looking at it as a teacher, but when you look at it as a student, there'll be an option to turn in your assignment, and then you just attach a Google document. Keep everything in a Google Doc. You can just copy and paste the one I created, the table I created if you'd like, into your own Google Doc, and then turn that in once you finish the assignment. If you're having a question with an assignment, let's say for some reason this assignment I'm struggling with, I haven't figured it out, I can go here to the instructions, and at the bottom it says class comments. This is where you'd want to ask a specific question about this assignment. So maybe your question is, can I include a test for only a snow machine that wouldn't be a test that I would do on another kind of engine? And then I would respond to your question and I would say, yes, that would be fine, or no, I don't think you should do this. And that way everyone in the class can see those questions, because chances are if you have a question, someone else might have that same question. So you want to check with that assignment first and look at the comments and see if someone else has already asked the question that you have. So any specific questions about an assignment, just go right underneath the assignment, and that way we'll keep everything all together. Hopefully this is going to work just fine. If you have if you don't want to write anything on Google Classroom, I'd prefer that. But if you'd rather email me, I'll be checking my email pretty constantly, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I know this isn't an ideal way to learn small engines. I'd much rather we were in the shop taking things apart and really working on things, but this is kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully as time moves forward, we'll be able to get back into the shop and get back to turning wrenches and actually working on real engines. Hope you guys are doing okay. Please get a chance to take a chance to get outside, enjoy the sunshine, and remember, wash your hands. Let's try to keep everybody healthy, and hopefully this pandemic will be over sooner rather than later. Take it easy, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.